So, everybody, hello. Just my face again, talking to the camera. I'm going to start doing these videos more regularly and putting them in the Limitless community. So please just let me know if you find them interesting. If you don't, I'm probably still going to do them anyway, because I do feel like even maybe one small snippet from these type of points or brain dumps from me that you might get something from. And there's one thing I want to go over. Okay, I finished a night shift yesterday on the fire station and speaking to a colleague about learning, and what he mentioned to me is that, well, you only learn by doing it and by being in it. And I do think that that's wrong, and it's probably worth unpacking a little bit. And the reason being is, when we are inside something, whether it's a race, whether it's a high pressure project, difficult conversations, most of the time our cognitive load is completely maxed out, and a lot of the time we end up reacting instead of actually processing what's going on. Now, learning doesn't happen within that environment. Learning happens a lot of the time, or for most of us, upon reflection once that's completed. That's why there's debriefs happen after jobs. You do feedback forms, you do reflection forms. That's the reason for that. It's once everything's completed and you can widen up your perspective, that's the point that you learn. A lot of people don't even do that very well. There is a really good ultra runner, okay, called Courtney Dauwalter, who does this very, very well. What she calls it is kind of her file cabinet. So every time she's done a race, every time she's done an event, by the way, she's probably one of the best female ultra runners ever. Winning all 3 big 100 milers in the same year within 10 weeks of each other. So this woman has got a mindset and the ability to do amazing things. Not saying we all need it, but there's some things we can definitely take away from her. So she calls this her filing cabinet. Right, she has a mental system that she visualizes. All of the lessons are stacked up within her brain in a mental storage system that she calls the file cabinet. And when she's struggling or in a situation that she finds really challenging or tough, she'll take a moment to skim through that file cabinet. Basically, a drawer that she stores in her brain somewhere, visualizing it open, and she will ask the question, have I been here before? What did I do last time? What didn't I do? What can I do here that I have learnt in the past and to continue taking me forward? There's probably a lot more stuff that she asks at the same time, but you get my drift here. Now, that is a serious skill. So when she is going through all of her events and all of her stuff, she's not just doing it to collect some kind of experience or some kind of medal or some kind of race win. She's taking all the lessons from that upon reflection. Once she can broaden her perspective, for one, she runs with such joy, so that helps her a lot, and then she learns how to apply them in real time. So throughout those races when she needs it, she's probably very good at this, because at the forefront of her mind, she runs for fun, and that is what she's been taught throughout all of her coaching career, is to find the joy in what she's doing. So that's why she can probably utilize and load that, which is another complete task, a different subject that we can talk on. But it's just something that we can take away from this. There is a very much deeper lesson here than not just being able to do it through running or through events, but just through life. We can't learn whilst our brains are on absolute 100 miles per hour thinking about everything else. We need to take the time to reflect, to then store those lessons, cement them as solid evidence, and then we can then hopefully develop the skill to pick them up and use them when we need to. Whether that is in a race or whether that is just in general life. Because at the end of the day, if we're all honest with ourselves, we do have things where history repeats themselves, and we're probably all made that mistake and will continue to, but it's just being aware of that, and we'll know whether we have used lessons from the past or whether we're just getting the same outcomes and not changing anything. Well, if that helped, please let me know, because I want to start doing more of these. Your feedback will help me reflect. Quite ironic talking about it here on how to make these better and hopefully give you some more value.